Welcome back to TDP ThunderDog Productions, redoing video number 11 from the old series on Fat Bike Skinny Legs, the Fred Haught Trail number 141. And we're also going to come back on Houston Brothers 171. So I'm going to basically do both videos in one shot. So the whole purpose of this isn't really to show the trail again. It's, you know, or the logistics, because that's already done in the other videos. But this video purpose is to show more of the trail, because the camera shows more of the field of view is much greater and much more stable. You'll notice here, let me show a clip from the 2021 video, and you can see that the depth of field, or not the depth of field, the field of view is pretty narrow, and I had to keep it that way at 1440p to keep things from getting too curved. So the only way to do that with the old camera was to shoot it in linear 1440, which really narrowed the field of view. Well, this one is in 4K wide, not even ultra wide. 4K wide shows so much more, and it keeps it from getting fish-eyed.
Here's where we park, the General Springs cabin. I'll put the map link in the pinned comment.
Came over here, went inside the cabin to do my stretching. So today we're gonna do, hopefully the sun isn't ruining the shot here. We are here, I think. No, we're right here. We're going up Fred Haught, and we're gonna go to Pinchot, and we're either gonna come back, and when we get to Pinchot, we're gonna have lunch or breakfast, whatever you wanna call it. And I'm either gonna come back up Houston Brothers. So the longest route would be Houston Brothers all the way to mile 11, and then I get on 139 back. Option 2, middle route, would be up to the cabin and then go right back and take 139A to 139 back. And then the easiest route will be the one that I did last summer, which is just up, and then I intercept 95 and come back. And no matter what, I'm going to the cabin, so I'm either going to come back on Houston Brothers, 139, or 95. And this is also part of the Arizona Trail. I forgot to bring a 6-pack of beer to hand out, but there's nobody up here. All right, on to the ride. Got a little water crossing coming up here I want to shoot. Technical also. Man. There it is. My first time, it took me like 4 tries to do that. Okay. The other thing now is also I'm shooting in 4x3, so this will be cropped horizontally to a 16:9, so I can get rid of, I have 800 extra pixels of height I can play with. Oh shit, oh God, I thought that was a skunk. Jesus, there was a skunk last night in our yard, so here's our first crossing. Nice and easy, actually. I don't want to, it's kind of cold out still. Later today I would fly through that. All right, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the skunk. That was a squirrel with big ears. I call it the rabbit squirrel. But had a striped tail too. In the sunlight, I couldn't tell. So, anyway, back to the pixels. I think this is shooting at like 3840 by, I believe 3340. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Let's just round it to 3320, I don't know. And 2160 is what I need. That was a chipmunk. Obviously, I'm not going to mistake that for a skunk. These ferns are just growing. Let's stop and take a look, see? These bottom stalks are nice and full, but look what we have here up top. Baby leaves. Jeez, they're already as tall as I am. That's why I called this place Pandora. Whole different world up here. Oh, I like it on this plus bike. It's fun to go fast on these trails. Yeah, Greg LeMond said once famously, it never gets easier, you just get faster. And he's partially right, but there's a big but to that. As you get faster, it gets more fun. So you do it more. And then you get faster. And then you do it more. And then you get faster. And then you do it more. So, he made it sound like a negative. It's actually a positive because you're feeding into a positive feedback loop. You always feel better, so you always do better. I'm gonna leave this as long clips because easier to edit. Ooh, oh, I did not see around there. Oh my God. I could be being watched right now by a whole family of some sort of wildcat, bobcat, mountain lion, whatever. Let's just say if I was one, I would live up there in those cliffs. Come down here and snack on the occasional through hiker. Here's another example of cruising along, cliffless and fine, and then all of a sudden you get a real spicy spot where you kind of wish you were not clipped in. For me though, I'd rather just stay clipped in, but that's just me. Okay, this trail is a good argument for a belt drive and a gearbox, because one wrong turn and I've got no gears. Right now it's shifting beautifully. Another thing about Greg LeMond's quote that I find misleading is, it may seem like a negative, but what's positive is momentum. Momentum makes things easier. For example, I'm going right through all these rocks. Pretty easy. I got a lot of speed up. I'm just cruising mostly, compared to if I was going slower and had to accelerate. Do that. Okay, we got another crossing. Looks like right here. Being stronger makes things like that easier. Oh, this is where I have cut to the other video, or famously, the camera right there. As I cross this, now I can ride across it. So, we've already branched off. We're still on Fred Haught, number 141, going northeast, and Arizona Trail right there is going northwest. bottom me out. Take that effectively. Turn that on by accident. We're gonna go up this little steep spot here. What's the sign say? Haught Trail 22. That makes no sense because the Haught Trail is number 141. 2 more miles to the Pincho cabin. All right, I remember coming up this hill because I set the drone up about 15 feet in the air up right there, shooting back, looking at me. Let's cut to that video now. All right, we're back on Pandora. We're gonna slowly ease our way up. Front only, front only. Okay, we're emerging with the road now. See. So, 4 years ago, when I came down here, the road was closed. I think even 3 years ago when I came through here, not on the bike though, but the road was so closed. Drove through. Unsafe for yeah, no shit. That's like the dumbest sign ever. Yeah, is this trail Jeep rated? Nope. This is almost extreme enough to fucking film. Is that it? I have no idea. This is where I crashed the drone a couple years ago. We'll cut to that footage here. And this is where the car was parked waiting for me, but I'm solo. I'm gonna take this road, 139, back to the car. But first, time for some lunch. All right, here's our cafeteria for lunch. This is the peanut butter and jelly I was talking about. You take peanuts from Costco, the best peanuts I've ever found, and cherries from Costco, really good cherries, and you just stick it all in your mouth. Oh. Yep. I know, isn't that funny? What a world. Hiding from the heat down there.
So are we.
Yeah. He's at home waiting.
It's too hot for him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's Aspen Cabin right there. That's where I stopped on the Houston Brothers video. And I had the drone hanging about 100 feet up in the air. There, actually I did a bunch of drone footage in that field over there. Huh. Aspen trees here are totally different than the ones in Utah. I think it has something to do with the elk, but don't quote me on that. Beautiful uphill. I know that's an oxymoron, but not necessarily. Seems like one, but it's not. Not when it's this one. All right, there's the trail there. Now, if I wanted to, kill myself, I would go that way because I wouldn't make it back. So, we're taking the escalator home. Yeehaw!
I call these main graded fire roads escalators because it's so much easier when less than 10% of your upper body is needed compared to a typical single track. This video is already long, so I didn't show it here, but when I get to the edge, it's extremely scenic and extremely windy. The world's 6th largest desert is only 40 miles south, creating very interesting weather here. Actually, I like to say, welcome to Rim Country, where asking about the weather is not just a filler question. Anyway, thanks for watching. My next redo will be live within a week or two, and it's going to be my favorite trail in Sedona, Mezcal Trail.
Slid into home plate.
See you then.